YouTube, it's your boy, Ken and Scott, coming at you live with another episode of Blading on the Brain. And this one, I couldn't even wait to do because Ricardo Lino, you are so wrong. Now, alright, let's be real here. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing because this is all about my journey back to inline skating after a traumatic brain injury that I suffered while doing what I love most. Feeling free, grinding around, but I wasn't safe. I wasn't rocking a helmet. And so from that injury on, it's been important that I always have a helmet with me, strapped up tight, skating safe. That's right. Hashtag it. Upgrade your Graymatic because one day it may matter. And if you find out like me, it's probably too late. So I'm trying to save all y'all the trouble by wearing a helmet. Showing how cool you can look while wearing a helmet. I said that Ricardo Lino is wrong. But what he's right about is that you should always strap up. And he, as one of my friends, someone who's been on this channel, we played a game of skate like a year and a half ago. When he came to the States from Portugal and stayed with me and my family, became a part of the family. My kids still talk about Ricardo when they see him online or when I'm watching his channel. But Ricardo is here. So know that Ricardo is one of my inspirations, big homies, and someone who I often ask questions and try to run things by him to see, should I do it this way? Should I do it that way? What should I do? But Ricardo, you're wrong. I'm serious. You're legitimately wrong. And I'm going to tell you why in just a second. Before I jump in, I want you guys to check out the new gear. This is the Black History is Rolling Along series that I just dropped. Hashtag BLACKSKATERS, Black History Month, which is popping off right now in February. And it's really about Black futures. And so I teamed up with the crew, Welts _S, the Welts crew, skate crew in Ghana. Check them out on Instagram. And I wanted to give back to just the continent, to emerging skaters. I wanted to bring Black futures rolling forward because no, Black history is still rolling along. By the way, this is the Comfort Long Tee. Very soft, very nice. So during the month of February, 50% of all the profits from my store, link in the description below at Teespring, for any item, 50% of the profits are gonna go straight to the Welts crew. I'm probably gonna wrangle up a bunch of just like wheels and parts for them that are brand new and send them over to Ghana because they requested that we get actual skating parts over a monetary donation. So that's what I'm gonna do. But I digress. This is not about blading on the brain and Black History Month and Black futures and supporting Black skaters worldwide. It's about you, Ricardo, and you are wrong. Straight up wrong. And let me tell you why. So a week ago, Ricardo released an episode telling us all what the best helmet on the market was. And you know I'm going to have to weigh in on that. I have worn 3 different styles of helmets over the last 3 years in recovery. I have really tried to look into new technology around helmets. And I'm gonna say it straight up, Ricardo, you are not correct. So let me break it down for y'all like this. This one. First helmet that I ever got post-traumatic brain injury. This is the 888 with MIPS. Thank you to Inline Warehouse because I got this from Inline Warehouse and I got a great deal. So if you're looking for great deals on safety gear, check out Inline Warehouse. I'll put a description of this helmet and the others down below in the video. But this helmet, very standard, bucket, 888, but it has the MIPS technology, which is this, and you'll see already, it's like falling apart, which is this like extra layer that moves around inside. Get all up close so you guys can really see that. What makes the MIPS different is this extra layer of yellow inside, and it rotates kind of like a second skin. So if you hit at an angle, your head's not rotating as much as this shell is rotating for you. That's the whole idea. So you know that the MIPS is done when the yellow clips break and things get weird. I kind of knew this one was done because it started falling apart and it took a little too many shots and it was time to retire it. But this was my first helmet and it fits great. Standard bucket, nothing crazy, comfortable. It's a helmet. Looks like a helmet, feels like a helmet. I'm a size large in every helmet. I do have a big head. And lo and behold, I have lots of hair. I don't know if you can tell that from the video. But this fits fine. And I rocked this for like 2 years before I was like, you know what? It is time to make a switch to do something different. And I did. On to phase 2. There we go. So after that, I did wanted to try something new. I wanted to see what was out there. So I did reach out to my homie Ricardo and Be Free, who rocks a helmet now. Shout outs to you. Shout outs to everyone who's made this move to destigmatize rocking a helmet while street skating, urban skating, chill skating, skating with your peoples, or aggressive skating. We should really move towards safety, especially as we project what we do for the youth. Thinking forward. Black futures, all futures. It's really time for us to be able to move forward with some really good safety rules. Why not? So I made the jump. These two came right around the exact same time. And lo and behold, these are the two helmets that Ricardo, you were talking about. Which one's the best? The Protec certified full cut. This is the Hasoi model. I got this directly from Protec. I hit them up on IG. They sent this to me. Thank you so much. I have been rocking this helmet all the time. Very different than any other helmet I've ever had. And I said Ricardo was wrong, but it wasn't about the fit of this helmet. This is a large helmet. Like when you put it on, you feel like you have something on your head. Like this part right here is like a watermelon sometimes, I feel like. Like it's just like a big egg. But what's really unique about the full cut helmet is that it distributes the weight differently. So instead of all the weight sitting right here on my temples, it actually, because of the ear pads, I feel it all the way through my head, and it all feels very much aligned with my head. And so I like this. I like the weight. I don't mind the extra like girth. It's shiny. It's cute. I look like Evel Knievel, but it's protective. It's light and it fits. Look at that. Chin strap is nice and long. This is also a large. Chin strap, nice and long. I'm gonna be very clear. Chin strap length is very important. You don't want a helmet like a guillotine. That's not comfortable. Chin strap's good. I had a problem early. This keeps happening. I had a problem early because I have, if you can see that, I have big earlobes that hang. 2 types of earlobes. I didn't know about this until way late in my life. You can either have the hanging ones or the attached ones. I have the big hanging earlobes. And in here, these pads, this part in particular was rubbing on my earlobe. Like it was like forcing my earlobe to curl. Let me get this hair out the way. It was forcing my earlobe to curl like this. And so I was skating with a curled earlobe. Not the most comfortable. What I learned though, is that because all of the padding is totally removable, I could just take this ear pad out and pull it up a little bit, and you'll see that it extends a little bit past the edge because I've lifted it about that much. I added that much space to accommodate for my earlobes, and now don't have any curling, totally adaptable to my head. Love that. Really, really important. I'll get to that in a second. This helmet's sweaty. If you got a sweaty head, this is not the helmet for you. I'm gonna say that straight up. I don't have a very sweaty head, and this helmet offers very little in terms of sweat protection. You can see it's just like a very, can you see that? Just a very thin layer. Yeah, you can see that better now. Very thin layer of protection afforded for sweat. Protec, I'm gonna be honest with you. You need to step that game up. This would be my perfect helmet if it had a little more sweat protection. Not gonna lie, I love the fit. I love how well it just rides. I love how I feel protected. I love the weight distribution. Heavier helmet, but doesn't feel that heavy on your head. In fact, this 888 standard bucket feels heavier on my head than this one does, and I bet you this helmet's much heavier. So I've been rocking this one. But shout outs to POWERSLIDE. Shout outs once again to Inline Warehouse. Because when the Ennui Peak helmet came out, bad pun, so biz of me, it piqued my interest. Lightweight, brand new technology. I'm not kidding. This helmet is so light. The box it came in, was heavier than the helmet itself. That's amazing. This helmet weighs nothing. I mean nothing. It doesn't make any sense. Technology has told me that it does make sense. So it has this like honeycomb liner. There's just less material, period. Like look how thin that is. So this like honeycomb shape on the inside, that allows for more stability, just like you would in a corrugated box. Many of my scientists out there or product designers, corrugated boxes, stronger. Corrugated aluminum, that's why we make roofs out of it, stronger. Honeycomb, stronger form. Basically, there is like nothing in this helmet. I got the peak brim because I like to look cool, and I thought this would be that perfect in-between for me, where I didn't feel like I was necessarily wearing a helmet. I was more like wearing a hat, which I always used to skate in anyway, so let's just try something that doesn't feel the same. Adjustable strap in the back. Ennui everywhere. Just, you know, all over the place. I don't care about branding either. I don't put stickers on my helmet, but I don't care about branding. I'll rep it. Put this on, and immediately there's a problem. I mean, like, immediately there's a problem. And it's only gotten worse as my hair has gotten longer. So this is where you're wrong, Ricardo. This is it, right here. Because, and I'm going to be very clear. We as a rollerblading community, I'm trying to keep this on my head. We as a rollerblading community, we talk about the product, we talk about the team, we talk about colorways, we talk about design. We never talk about the values of a company. And I 100% agree with Ricardo that as consumers, we need to spend our money where our value is. So, Protec, thank you. I appreciate you sending me this helmet for me to review, and it's amazing. But you don't rep rollerblading at all. Ricardo's absolutely right. You don't rep rollerblading. You got dope rollerbladers willing to talk about your product, Inline skaters, but you never talk about us. So, like, I want to support you, but can I really? 888, New York City. Been around forever. I remember the original John Ortiz ads, Disla Brothers. Y'all been repping for rollerblade. Y'all rep for inline skates. I appreciate that. Let's talk about this helmet at another date, because this is one of my favorite helmets still. Also, hecka sweaty. None of that sweat saver good stuff. It is just a sweat, drippy, drip, drip. Now back to you guys. Ennui. I'm saying that right, because it's French for apathy, if I'm not mistaken. Ennui, what else? I think it's ennui. You made a helmet. That's dope. Some of the coolest technology. I mean, this thing weighs nothing. It looks so tight on my head. I'm just like, I could skate this all day, except for one thing. You made it one size fits all. So, Ricardo, I'm sure you're right. I'm sure this helmet fits great on your head. And shout outs to all my, how do I say this right? Follicle impaired homies out there. I feel you. It's probably not going to be a problem for you. It's going to fit like a glove. But for me, look at that. Not even close. Like all this pressure all around here because it's one size fits all. That's not inclusive in any way, shape, or form. Coolest cool max liner. Never so sweaty. You could add a little beef in here to keep it less sweaty. Why it has an adjustable strap when my head is too big, I don't know. I thought to cut this off, but for anyone whose head's smaller than me, this is probably necessary. But we gotta make one size bigger. One size fits all. Don't work for skates. Don't work for pads. Don't work for mortgages. Don't work for job opportunities. Doesn't work in schools. I don't know when it works. It don't work in pants. It don't work in belts. It don't. Like, when does one size fit all ever work? It doesn't. Give this one another rerun. Please, POWERSLIDE. Beef it up. Let some people like Montre try it. He rocks a helmet all the time, but you only got people with slim hair, no dreads, no fros. I see Mary in one, but I don't see nobody else with hair. This needs to be bigger. So for now, lightest helmet, best technology. I even went in, I kid you not, I even went in and tried to heat mold the pressure points that I had. I heat molded all in here. I got the heat gun out and I went in there. Nothing. Nothing's gonna make this helmet fit my head. But it's the best helmet, and it represents for rollerblading. So Ricardo, you're right. Best helmet if you don't got no hair. But for me, this is my jam. Because no matter what, it fits good. The chin strap's right. I didn't even mention the fact that on this one ear loop is super long and the other ear loop is super short. Like, let's just look at that difference. This fits my ears. This, please. I don't even know if that fits my kids' ears. Great design. Amazing technology. But if you don't think about everybody, and your value is not inclusivity all around, you're gonna fall a little bit flat when you reach the margins like big-headed people with lots of hair. And that's what I am. So if you got a massive dome like me, and you got lots of hair, you're probably gonna wanna rock with this. It fits good, it looks good, comes in a bunch of sizes and colors, decent sweat protection. I mean, you see me wear this more because it actually fits. Early on, I rolled with this one. Tried to give it a good try, but no dice. So, blading on the brain, Inline community. Upgrade your gray matter, please. Try out multiple helmets. If you like a bucket style, get the 888 with the sweat saver. Or try the Ennui Elite Peak helmet with or without peak. That's the brim. If you got a small head, measure your head. I'm like literally at the size that it's supposed to be for that helmet, but I can't fit it because I got hair. So if you got long hair, dreads, afro, cornrows, I don't know, you're probably better off trying something that has multiple sizes. And POWERSLIDE, holla at your boy. Let's talk about making this helmet in a size that fits all people and all needs. Blading on the Brain family, as always, it's good to have you with me. I had to put this episode out real quick because I just been sitting on this, and I had to say it. Ricardo, you just wrong, brother. You know you my man, 100%. Upgrade your gray matter. Do subscribe. Thumbs me up. And please, ring the bell for notifications so when random videos like this drop, you get the word. Support Black Skaters, please. Check out the gear, link in the description. It is Black History Month, so please, hashtag it BSU, Black Skaters. Throw up some clips of your favorite Black Skaters from times past. Rashard, you know Mike was on there just now on the Jump Street, and they had Gregory on Jump Street. Let's represent for Black Skaters. Julian Ba got that new skate coming out, just released that Winter Clash. So let's celebrate blackness. It's not a bad thing. It is beautiful. We celebrate each other because we are community. So let's be in community. Peace, love, yeah. Strap it up.